Hello everyone. There had been many doubts like how to calculate sample size for any research. So we will see how to calculate sample size. So for calculating sample size, we will be using the formula n is equal to z square into pq divided by d square. We will see what are these z, p, q and d. So P is the prevalence of any event. For example, if you are doing a research on tuberculosis, then P is the prevalence of tuberculosis. But if you are doing a research on resistant TB, then you have to see the prevalence of resistant TB. We can take P either in percentage or in decimals. If we are taking it in decimals, then we have to remove the percentage. So for removing the percentage, we will divide it by 100. So we will get 0.5. You will get the prevalence of any event, any disease or anything on internet, on any website. You have to take only that. If the prevalence is unknown, till now no prevalence has been given in any study, then you have to take the approx p value of 50%. Now the q value is 100 minus p if you are taking p in percentage, and it is 1 minus p if you are taking p in decimals. Z is always 1.96. D is the acceptable error. How much error we will do, how much error can happen during the research. So sometimes we will consider 7%, sometimes we will consider 8%. So if you are taking in percentage, again we have to take 7%, and if you are taking in decimals, we have to divide it by 100 and it will come as 0.07. So if you want to increase your sample size, you have to decrease the acceptable error. Or in reverse, if you want to have very less error in your study, then your sample size will be increased. So accordingly you have to select the acceptable error and the sample size. Next is, we will see with the help of example. For example, we are doing a research in which the prevalence of any disease is 50% and we are taking the error as 8%. So the value of P is 50, Q is also 50, Z is 1.96 and D is 8. So after using the formula, we will be calculating N, that is sample size, as 150.06. Now we have to take only 150 because 0.06 patient will not be there. Patient will be either 1 or 0. So we will take 150 patients. Next we will see what if the patients are non-responsive. For example, we have taken 150 patients and after coming back we are seeing, okay, in this patient he didn't answer properly, she didn't answer properly. So if so, our research will get affected, our result will get affected. So before only we will be calculating these 10% people will not be responding to us. So we will take 10% non-responsive rate. So accordingly the total sample size will vary. Sample size for study was n is equal to 150. Now this is the total sample size which we have to take, so that even if some error or if some non-responsiveness is there in the research, at last our result will not get affected. So for example, the non-responsive rate is 10%. So total sample size we will calculate n plus 10% of n, means 10% of total people will not respond. So after that we will calculate the total sample size, that is 150 plus 10% of 150. 10% of 150 will be 15. After that total sample size derived is 165 patient. So we have to take total 165 patients. So total we have to take 165 patients, but for calculating the results we will be taking only 150 patients. Thanks for watching. I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.